Hi there, welcome back. This is Cuspa Beauty Tarot. I'm going to do your August 2019 love reading. And this is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, for you and the person you're thinking about. I'm using the Fountain Tarot, which is a beautiful deck. Really great quality, I think, and imagery. So Pisces, let's see what's up for you. August 2019. I'm going to do you over here, your person over here, and if you need to switch it, you know you always can do that, okay? So this is where you are in your energy right now, how you see your person, how you feel about your person. This is where they are, how they see you, how they feel about you. Make it all fit here. This is the energy collectively between you, any obstacles, advice, and potential outcome. It is a potential outcome because it is free will, as I always say, so you do have an option to change things, and that's why we do play around with tarot, because it gives us some signs and signals that you can change. The underneath the deck energy is the Page of Wands. So for the month of August, you might be going through a period of one or both of you thinking about reaching out, communicating. It might be a month of action. The Page of Wands is the beginning of something. It's not necessarily mature action. You might be dealing with someone who is a youthful character by nature, by spirit, even no matter their age, or children might be, in the mix. But let's just kind of like take it from here and see where everybody is, okay? So where your energy is right now is the Hierophant. So you may not be rebel rousing right now. You might be more traditionally focused. The other aspect of this to me might be that you are, this man's actually seeking, which is really interesting. He's not being sought after in my mind. He's seeking what's in the box. So an element of you right now, Pisces, for many of you, might be that you're in an evaluation mode. Maybe you're going inside. Maybe you're doing, a bit more exploration to assess things in your life right now, or where this relationship is going, because you're looking for answers and seeking. That might be a large energy for you right now. The way you see the person that you're dealing with is the Ten of Coins. So you see them being actually, your view of them anyway, whether this is realistic or not, because we do have, our perceptions. And if we're feeling on our own for any reason or feeling alone, we might think somebody else is doing better than, truthfully better than they actually are in some cases. So, this would say that you see your person that you're thinking about here as being abundant. You see them as being maybe even successful, maybe just relative to work right now, but they're building something and they're achieving something. It could also be in their family. It could be that they have a family unit, or they're the head of your family unit. But you see them being secure, confident, and achieving if you see them as the Ten of Coins, because it is the end of a cycle. It's a prosperous end of a material cycle. So it means you've kind of reached a pinnacle of something in the material world, whether that's actual relationships, actual money, actual business success. It's what you can touch, see, feel, taste. So the way you feel about your person, Pisces, you feel justice about this person. So you may feel that you've actually balanced out the situation. It's feeling equitable right now. You may feel you need that in this relationship, that it's not equitable yet, that it's maybe somebody's, giving more than the other. You may be the person that's giving more, and it wouldn't entirely be surprising given that Pisces is an extremely generous and giving and loving and unconditional sign, sometimes to a fault. But you feel about this person justice, and the other thing you could be feeling is that there is definitely a karmic connection. Um, it often reads that way to me with justice. So let's just keep going and see where this other person's at, and maybe it'll connect better. So the energy that they're sitting in is death. So they're sitting in a very transformative energy. They're going through a big transition. They're going through a new stage in their life. They've ended something. They've ended an old phase, for sure. They're tying up ends, ending an old phase, either by force or by choice. Something is changing for them. And it doesn't mean this needs to be negative. It does not mean that this is indicating this is the end of this relationship we're talking about. But for your person, they're sitting in the energy of transformation. We don't really know yet how they're dealing with that, if that's something positive, if it's causing angst for them or stress for them. It really just means change in all, it's change. And in this particular deck, it's very much not necessarily dark night of the soul angst yet, but it is definitely a dark ending, meaning the light has not come into the new phase yet. So they may be sitting between two phases. When it comes to you, however, they see you as the Page of Coins. They see you as somebody light, but focused. They see you as somebody providing value, a valuable person to them. They see you as somebody who's perhaps making them an offer. Maybe you're reaching out. Maybe there is a communication that you're thinking of making with the Page of Wands. And they see you. They don't see you necessarily making the communication as much as maybe thinking about an offer. And they obviously see you as someone of value. Very nice. Very, very nice, Pisces. The way they feel about you is the Five of Cups. So whatever has gone on for you recently, maybe it's been in the past couple of months, maybe it's been in the past 5-6 months, they are feeling angst around this change. Something has changed in your relationship for many of you. It's leaving your person feeling very at a loss because they're wondering where the relationship is standing right now. They view you as somebody of value. You've been somebody of value in your life, in their life. But with them being in this energy and feeling this way about you, my instinct was kind of telling me this, but it's kind of being confirmed so far. They're definitely in a bit of the dark night of the soul after all. They are in a bit of the, where did my Pisces go? The Two Cups are still standing as they do in this card in all the decks. But what they're seeing in front of them are the Three Cups that are spilled. So their mindset is not positive. They're feeling distraught about this relationship, Pisces. Where the energy sits between the two of you right now in this moment is the Ten of Cups, though. There's definitely love still here. The Ten of Cups is the pinnacle of the emotional suit, in the tarot. So it's the pinnacle. It's the dream state of the emotional part of this relationship. It's when everything's going right. This is the ideal. This is what's possible. We could shoot for this. This is what's possible for us. So whether or not this is actually happening for you right now with this person, or again, if it's not, you're holding out this possibility collectively for whatever reason in your own way and in their own way. There's a surety that there is emotion here, that there is love here. And you do feel actually a karmic connection with this person. They may as well. The obstacle in this relationship, as it would indicate here, is the Wheel of Fortune. So there has been some events that have taken place that maybe neither of you have maybe even had the ability to control. So this does not mean negative events. This just means events, because it could just be even good events. It could be, give you an example. Somebody changes their career, changes their job, gets an opportunity to take a promotion. They have to move away. It's a huge life change, and they needed to do that to support themselves. The universe put that in their path and it needed to happen, but it might disrupt a family system because now the person's, having to move out of town to take the job, or they have to uproot themselves, or they have to travel all the time. And there's an event that occurs that impacts the system. This could be, there is another relationship in the mix. This could be somebody has an illness. There is an event that occurred that is challenging the relationship. And we'll pull a couple clarifiers on that to see what that is, because what it's telling me is it's not necessarily something that you're able to control. This has kind of got to happen, and it's a little bit like this person sitting in transformation, because the fact that something has to change is not something they can control any longer. Something has to change. The advice for you is the Eight of Cups. So we know that the Eight of Cups tends to be the walking away card. I don't believe that the Eight of Cups is always the walk away for good card, forever and forever card. It could be the walk away to evaluate something. So if the obstacle has been placed in your way, if this person's going through some transition and some change, for now, it might be advising you, and what it's telling me is what could be good for you at this time might be to take a step back and really consider if this path is for you. How are these impacting you, Pisces? Have you done enough consideration of that? This is not always a pleasant situation. It usually means you've already invested a lot in a scenario, and this concept of needing to walk away and figure it out is not always going to be pretty or light. It could be pretty painful to do, but it's indicating that with the course of events, that might be indicated for you. The potential outcome is the Queen of Cups. So I think for during this period, what this is telling me is one strong message is for many of you, you might be, she's bathing in the water. She's like, I'm going to immerse myself in the ocean of emotions here, and I'm going to really test the water for how I'm feeling about this. I'm going to feel my feelings. I'm not going to hide from them. I'm going to deal with them. Okay. So I'm seeing that being, she's dealing with her own cup. That's what I'm getting from this. This is not like the Queen of Cups is offering this to somebody else in this moment. I think the upshot during this period is it could be emotional for you. It could be a nice evaluative, reflective period for you. And that's going to yield you the best results is to really examine your feelings. Really go deep, really examine your feelings. But so why, trying to understand why in the one hand, so much love, so much time and energy invested in this relationship, yes. What is this transformation that either the universe brought on, that your person is experiencing a transformation, Wheel of Fortune, death, in this karmic situation, how could it be the Wheel of Fortune? What kind of an event are we talking about here? What has happened that's precipitated this? It's obstacle. What else can we learn about the obstacle? So, the Empress. I'll just hold them together. The Empress, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Let's see. So that would tell me that I would see you as the Empress. There could be somebody else. It could be a relative. It could be even a mother figure. There could be a mother figure involved that actually is creating a bit of an obstacle. Some truth is coming out about a family member, an important family member to you, or important family member to this person has pulled out some truth or has been nosing around in your business, which I tend to not even read this kind of message into a reading. But whatever's happened is somebody might have been nosing around in your business for whatever reason, which has tipped into an obstacle, and it's causing you to have this reevaluation. Four of Swords, where you're reflecting back. Some outside interference has come into the picture. I mean, that's what I'm really getting. And the universe has put that in your way to help you analyze this, because if all things just stayed the way they were, Pisces, you would tend to be in an ideal state about this partnership, when maybe you should be seeing things a little more clearly, that there's things afoot. There's certain things afoot. It doesn't mean there's, wrongdoings afoot, but maybe there's two sides to this that you may not be seeing. Is there love between you? Is there a real love connection? There at least at a minimum was. And this would say there still is. Definitely. And for you, absolutely. And they do see you that as a valuable person to them, and somebody who they have feelings about. I mean, certainly they wouldn't be feeling at a loss, 5 of Cups, if you weren't valuable to them. So I'm just seeing if there's any other messages during this period. To me, it seems fairly clear. Taking the time out to be realistic and assess things is good, but also feel your feelings and see, how you feel about that. Was the second chunk I don't need to look at. The card that came out was the 9 of discs. So yes, taking some time out, for sure, to be on your own, stand in your confidence, and do some reflection on this. Okay, Pisces? So good luck with that, and let me know how this goes. I would love your comments. I would love your likes, and I just say I really appreciate you being here so much. And next reading I will be doing will be hopefully some cusp readings. So if you're on a cusp, you can check that out as well. Check your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks.